How's it going, guys? It's Tucker Tuitions here, and today we're going to be looking at solving equations with brackets, part 2. Now, what we're going to look at today are ones that look like this. 3 times 2x plus the 2 to give me 12. And what I'm doing here with my green and my red pen is I'm highlighting that I'd still do the same despite having a number in front of this x this time. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times plus 2 is plus 6. That still equals 12. I've got a plus 6 here, so I take away 6. 6x equals 12 minus 6 is 6. And because I've got a 6 next to this x, I divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. So 6x divided by 6 is x. And 6 divided by 6 again is 1. So x is 1. I follow the same process. 2 times 4x. That gives me 8x. And then I do 2 times 5, which gives me 10. That equals 34. I then take away 10 from both sides. So I get 8x equals 34 minus 10, that's 24. And then I divide by the number next to the x, which is 8. So x is 3. And I apply the same method again to 4 times the 3x here. That gives me 12x. And then 4 times 3. That gives me 12. That equals 48. So 12x, because I'm going to take away 12 from both sides, gives me 36. And then divide by 12 on both sides, because 12 is next to the x. X is 3. So have a go at these ones yourself, guys, and pause the video now. Okay, so the answers are here. So now we're going to have a look at the next type of example. What if we get ones like this? The only difference is now I've got a minus in front. I still do the same process. 3 times 2x is 6x. And then 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. That still gives me 12. I add on the 6. Hence 6x is going to give me 18. And then divide by the 6 next to here. So x is therefore equal to 3. The middle one, exactly the same process again. 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times minus 7 is minus 14. That equals 34. I add on 14 to both sides. So 8x is equal to 48. And then I divide by 8 on both sides, because 8 is next to x. So x equals 6. Now I deal with this last one here, and I still do the same method again. So keeping it the same and keeping it consistent will give you the right result each time. 4 times 3 is 12, so that's 12x. And then minus 12 here. That gives me 48. This time I add on 12. So 12x equals 60. So dividing by 12, x would give me 5. So using that, have a go at these ones here. Pause the video. Okay, so the answers are down below here. Now, this time we are dealing with negatives. And dealing with negatives, we still do the same process. We do minus 3 times 2x, and then minus 3 times minus 2. Minus 3 times by 2x, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. So it's minus 6x first. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. That still equals 12. And just because this x is negative doesn't mean we do the same thing. We deal with the plus 6 first, the number. Get rid of it. 6 take away 6 is 0, so I've just got minus 6x. 12 take away 6 is 6. And I divide it by minus 6. Minus 6 divided by minus 6 is 1, so it's just x. 6 divided by minus 6 is minus 1. Now with the second one, I've got 2 times minus 4x. That gives me minus 8x. And then I've got 2 times 7. That gives me 14. Which equals 34. Now, I take away the 14. So minus 8x gives me 20. Now you could probably see that 8 doesn't go into 20, but that doesn't matter. We still do the same process. We divide by minus 8. Minus 8 divided by minus 8 gives me 1, so that's just x. 20 divided by 8 is going to give me 2.5. So I'm going to write minus 2.5 instead. Now with the third one, this time I've got a positive and they're both negatives. 4 times minus 3 gives me minus 12x. 4 times minus 3 here gives me minus 12. That gives me minus 48. Which gives me 48. Now instead of taking away 12, we add 12 to both sides. So minus 12x equals 60. And then divide it by minus 12. So x is equal to minus 5. So have a go at these ones yourself. See what you can do. And then after which we'll check the answers. Okay, so the answers to those ones are down below here. I don't know why I keep saying down below. Now, these were the questions I mentioned back in the part 1. What if we've got 2 brackets this time? And down here too. I'm still going to do my process. I'm still going to expand my brackets. So I expand the first one. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 4 is plus 8. Then I expand the second one. 3 times x is 3x. So I write plus 3x. And then 3 times by 2 gives me plus 6. That gives me 19. Now what I do, I then collect up the x terms. So 2x plus 3x gives me 5x. And then plus 8 and plus 6, that gives me plus 14. That equals 19. So now, I now deal with this like a 2-step equation. So 5x plus 14 equals 19. I take away my 14 from both sides. So 5x equals 5. And then I divide by my 5 on both sides. So x equals 1. Now I'm going to deal with the bottom one in exactly the same way. So I do 3 times x, that gives me 3x. And then 3 times by 7, that gives me 21. Now here's the bit that's different. This time, I've got minus 2. So I'm going to times minus 2 by x. That gives me minus 2x. And then I've got minus 2 times 5. Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. That gives me 14. I do the same as I did before. Collect up my x's. So 3x take away 2x is 1x. So just x. And then 21 minus 10 is 11. So I'll write plus 11. That equals 14. What plus 11 equals 14? It's 3. So x is equal to 3. So have a go at these ones yourself. Pause the video and then I'll go through how to do it. Okay, now I'm going to go through the answers. So the first one here, I'm going to do 2 times x and 2 times 3. That gives me 2x plus 6. I then do 3 times x and 3 times 4. 3 times x gives me 3x. 3 times 4 gives me 12. That equals 43. I then collect up my x's. So 2 plus 3 gives me 5 lots of x. And then I collect up my 6 and my 12. 6 plus 12 is 18. And that gives me 43. So now I need to move that all the way up here. 5x plus 18 equals 43. Take away 18 from both sides. 5x is going to equal 25. So therefore x must be 5 because I divide both sides by 5. I do exactly the same for number 2. 3 times x and then 3 times 1. That gives me 3x plus 3. Now remember, I've got minus 2 here again. Any negative number, just make sure you highlight it and have it in your mind before you expand it. So you're going to do minus 2 times x and then minus 2 times minus 2. Minus 2 times x is minus 2 lots of x. And minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4. That gives me 10. Collect up your x's. So 3 take away 2x just gives me x. And then 3 plus 4 gives me 7. So x plus 7 gives me 10. X is 3. So many thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helps with expanding brackets in equations. Please give a like and subscribe and comment down below if there are any future videos you want to see. And I'll calculate later. Bye!